Hey, welcome to TS Paranormal Productions or Trap Souls Podcast, whatever you want to call it. I am here with Tennessee Shadow Chasers out of Johnson City, Tennessee, obviously. Glad you guys are on the show. We got Erin, Haley, and Dee. We'll start with Erin because she's the co-founder of the Shadow Chasers.
Dee is also a co-founder. She just didn't put it in the title.
She just did put it. Well, you're going to go first anyway. So,
Okay.
so how did this group become?
So several of us worked together at an event company, like a ghost hunting event company, and that company disbanded, and we still wanted to investigate. So we all got together and started investigating, and then we wanted to join into the world's largest ghost hunt, and we went to Scott County, right, Dee?
Yeah, it was Scott County.
So we went to Scott County, and we've just been rocking and rolling ever since, and picking some people up along the way, like Haley and some other teammates. And we honestly just clicked together. We're all so vastly different, but we work together, and it's pretty epic when we investigate places together.
So how long ago was that you guys created this group?
As Tennessee Shadow Chasers for 3 years.
Okay.
So we started the name because we wanted to get into Octagon Hall, remember?
Oh, right.
And we wanted to get into Octagon Hall, and they said you have to be an established team. And we were like, okay. So Audra, our other co-founder, said, we'll call ourselves Tennessee Shadow Chasers. And we ran with it and did some social media, and it took off.
I saw your name. I'm like, were you chasing shadows one day and decided to come with that name, or?
We kind of all got together on Messenger, and we were spitballing a bunch of ideas, and that just stuck, and we all agreed to it. We were like, that's a great name. Yeah.
So Haley, when did you join?
So I had officially joined this year, maybe a couple months ago when we went to the con. That's when I officially joined. I'm from West Virginia. So I'm actually not located in Tennessee. I had met Dee and Audra at Fairfield County Infirmary in Lancaster, Ohio. Oh, Lord. It's not 2 years ago, maybe a little bit over a year.
It's been about 2 years, yeah. It was.
Yeah. So I met those two lovely ladies, and I loved their energy, and we all just clicked so well. And then we connected on Facebook, and I shot Audra a message and said, hey, if you ever go on any more investigations, let me know. And they just kind of adopted me since, but I'm really, really, really lucky to be in this group with these people.
Aw, thanks.
Lucky to have you, Haley.
How many members do you have?
Love you. How many do we have now?
Seven.
Yeah.
7.
Mm-hmm.
All women, or?
No, we have 2 guys. Yeah.
Yeah, we have Jay and Bailey are the men on our team. And then Haley, me, Dee, Audra, Jennifer. But really our team, so with the dynamics of the 2 men and the rest of us being women, we have great activity.
Yeah,
and when we go to places, we'll split up sometimes and we'll swap, so 2 will go over here, 2, and then, we just kind of mix it up. And with us doing that, and we actually laugh a lot at our investigations. There is a small scientific side to it, but we're there to enjoy ourselves as well. And the spirits are dead. They're not boring. They're dead. They like to hang out and talk and tell jokes too. They have a sense of humor too. So we have a lot of fun. And with the combo of all of us, it's just second to none.
That's cool. You guys got a good group. It seems like a good mixture. Most groups have that. Some don't, but I think most do have a pretty good mixture that I've had on the show. Southern Ohio Paranormal Society on right now.
Mm-hmm.
And Donna and Audra. That's guessing that you're...
Audra and Jennifer are on our team. Yeah.
Okay.
And Southern Ohio are awesome.
Yeah. So if you guys have any questions, pop them up and they'll answer about Tennessee. So talking to Erin a little bit before the other 2 jumped on. We don't hear too much about Tennessee paranormal wise up in Ohio. it's always, we have Indiana, Pennsylvania, Texas is big, West Virginia is big, Kentucky. Not much Tennessee talk. So what's the big place down there?
Oh my gosh.
We like to keep our ghost private down here.
Yeah. Tennessee's closed.
We keep them to ourselves. We just want all the ghosts.
You don't want to share?
Yeah, we don't want to share our ghosts with the others.
Our favorite place is the Euroshrine. That's because we're ambassadors of the Euroshrine.
Yeah.
It's a magical, mystical, amazing, crazy location. It's in Bristol, like I said. And then you have South Pittsburgh Hospital. You have where?
Brushy
Mountain. We're getting ready to go to Brushy Mountain. Look, I got my Brushy shirt on. Yeah.
Don't forget Scott County. Absolutely one of the best.
The most amazing jail, Scott County Historic Jail. There's South Pittsburgh Hospital, Harriman Hospital. Those are good. Halesbar Dam, I'm not sure if they're doing. We've not gone there. Audra, rugby. Yeah,
rugby.
Duh.
I wasn't thinking either.
There's so many different places. Yeah, there's so many different places down here, man. You guys got to get down here and check it out.
I talked about with my group going down to Brushy Mountain next year. So
yeah, we're going. This is like our third time going as the Tennessee Shadow Chasers, and we're excited. We got some us there with some spirits, so we got to figure some stuff out this go around.
Don't you love that though, when you go to a place and you just feel like there's unfinished business? You have to go back. I mean, I love when I go to those places. We'll get some generic questions out of the way. How'd you get into paranormal? Whoever wants to start.
Do you want to go first?
If you want to start.
Well, I've always been interested in paranormal ever since I was little. I grew up in an old farmhouse, and the farmhouse I grew up in, my grandfather had passed away in, and the original farmhouse had burnt down, and so they'd built back onto the original foundation. So there was always weird stuff going on. And I grew up with two grandmothers that were born in 1902, so the old ways were the ways when I was growing up. So I was always interested in paranormal. I did some paranormal investigation, here and there when I was a teenager. Then as an adult, a lot of local small places with another group here in Tennessee. I did those. But it wasn't until I got with Erin and Audra and them, I started doing the large locations. Old South Pittsburgh Hospital was my first big location. And I really, after that one, that was when it was, it was still new, and I was like, this was crazy. And I was talking to a non-paranormal friend, and she's like, well, you're probably never going to do that again. And I was like, are you insane? I've got to do it again. So here we are. So here we are many years later and still going.
Haley?
Yeah. So Dee, honestly, kind of our experiences are somewhat the same. I grew up in like the peak of ghost hunters and ghost adventures, and more so ghost hunters though, watching Jason Oz and Grant. And at the time I was kind of in between on whether I was curious or scared by it. And as I got older, it was just one of those things I would watch all the time, and I would think, hey, I'm actually more curious about this than I am scared. I would like to see if this is real, if I could get answers on this. And as that evolved, as I got older, it kind of just became more inquisitive in nature, kind of going through my own spiritual journey and asking those questions. Because like you said before, we're all just trying to find answers, answers that resonate with us and help us along our journey. But I met Dee and Audra at Fairfield, and I actually started going to some of these locations by myself. I ended up telling my now fiance, do I really want to go to these places alone? I mean, that was for me, is going to these places alone. And I said, I'm going to do it. Screw it. And I met obviously.
So brave of you, by the way. That was so brave. Seriously.
These were like 2 to 3 hour drives, and I was driving home at like 2 in the
Yeah.
morning from Fairfield, and it's about
Yeah.
2 hours away from me. And I was like, I'm just gonna do it. And I mean, look where it left me now. And it is addicting. I would agree with Dee. It kind of, like you said, you go to these locations and then you're left with something unresolved, and it just keeps you in that continual inquisitive cycle. So that's what I really like about it for me.
That's good. Me, I'm a weirdo.
Me too.
I know they get tired of hearing it, but my first memory in life, my first memory in life is also my first paranormal experience at 3 years old, right? And it kept going from there to where every other weekend I spent the night at my grandmother's house, which happened to be a funeral home. So I was also around the dead my entire life. So I'm just a weirdo. And I'm with them. It's becoming, I remember the first time that I realized that you could investigate. I didn't know. I knew you could watch it on TV and you could watch scary movies. I didn't realize that I, as a person, could actually go to these places. So once I figured that out, I mean, here, take my money.
Yeah.
Take my money. I don't care. I mean, I have to go ghost hunting. My husband does not investigate. He does not investigate. He supports me, but he does not like the idea of investigating. But he's very patient with me as well, because he knows that I have to, at least once a month, I've got to do something in the paranormal, at least once a month. And if not, I get very cranky and pouty, and that's not good. So, but yeah, we're all, but the brass tacks of it is we're all in it for answers, because we're talking to people who used to live, breathe, eat, sleep, work, and now their body doesn't exist, but their spirit's still here. And so the fact that we can talk to them is, that in itself is so amazing to me.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Like Dee said, the history part of it though is huge.
Absolutely.
All these buildings we get to go to and see, and we wouldn't go to them unless we were paranormal investigators. I mean, there's not too many people that just want to go look at old buildings, but once you get in there, hear the history of them, it's unbelievable. So I mean, it goes hand in hand. I mean, if you don't like history, then you probably should do paranormal. But
yeah, I mean, and you get to see more. And when you're there, a lot of times when your group is there, you get to see like behind the curtain kind of stuff that normal daytime tours don't get to see or hear of those things. So you get to dive deeper into that history and the paranormal. I think it's awesome.
Like county courthouse, they opened the archives, those 2 archive rooms when we were down there, remember? And they let us go in there, and those books were from the 1700s that we were getting to look through. Yeah.
We could have spent the whole time just looking through all of them. They were handwritten, and they were like, these books were bound together. It was so amazing to see. Beautiful. To where they were letting us handle this stuff and see it and look at it. So I guarantee if you just walk in there in the daytime, they don't let you do that. They don't let the general public do that.
No, I mean, that's part of, he has been a group for 3 years, which actually is pretty long right now. I mean, it's 3 years is, if you look at Facebook, most people have been 1-2 year group, a lot of, but again, they've been investigating most of their lives. My group's like 1.5, 2 years old, but I've been doing this for over 20 years. That's so right. Kind of, goes hand in hand, but again, you have someone like Haley who didn't do as much.
Yeah.
But then Erin and Dee have done it their whole lives. So it helps learn the right way too.
Yeah, absolutely.
And you bring young energy in it too. I mean, I saw Haley when she came in, she was like bouncing and stuff. Like, so she has a lot of energy, which helps during investigations.
Yeah.
But I mean, it's good.
And energy during investigations is so important. The different energy that you bring. And I'm telling you, I mean, it's so funny how sometimes life, when we go on these ghost hunts, when we go on these investigations, we try to leave our regular lives behind us, to where we're just in the moment and we're enjoying our time with our paranormal family, because that's what Tennessee Shadow Chasers is to all of us. Is we're just a big family. And God, we're in contact with each other on the daily through Facebook Messenger. We really are, all day long,
all day.
But yeah, it's true, isn't it?
Yeah.
But and teams, and like you're saying, Ryan, teams that maybe have like 2 or 3 years under their belt, but have so many other years individually. A lot of teams, I kind of feel like Tennessee Shadow Chasers, we've changed members over this time frame, but I think we've finally settled to where this is it. This is our team, to where it's not, because teams can disband a lot. Because it's all about energy. So it just depends on what you're bringing into the investigation. So if you're not getting along with your team members, or it muddles the whole thing up, and the whole investigation just kind of sucks. So when you come in with good intentions and you feel at peace with your team and everything's good, chances are you're going to have a run-in with the paranormal and you're going to get evidence.
Lately I've been doing a lot of stuff just on my own, going with other groups.
See, that's important too, Ryan, because we have a lot of people who like to do that with us. They like to come join us to see how we investigate, or they've heard that we're fun to investigate with, so they kind of want to see how we do things. So we're very good at taking people in, not onto the team, but we take them into investigations, and we treat them like we've known them for years. We get along with people, and so I think that's really important, switching it up and taking on individuals, onto our team to help them out and teach them how to, because they're.
No, I think it's important to go with other groups. You can learn, just like watching shows, you can learn what to do and what not to do. Like, you want to learn what not to do, watch Ghost Adventures. That's
it.
And people still make fun of me because I watch it, and I just want to make sure I don't look like that when I go on camera. So
that's the good thing about Audra is our debunker. She is our debunker, and she makes sure that nothing, even slightly, that could be
no stone goes unturned,
non-paranormal gets by. So she's amazing. She is truly amazing. We love her.
So, we're talking about debunking, so let's go with Ghost Adventures. What do you guys think about orbs?
Listen, I hate orbs. I'm not saying, it's just 99.999% of the time it's dust.
Thank you.
It's dander. It's something.
A bug. It's a bug.
Bug, yeah.
It's pretty obvious when something comes across your screen. If it's something spiritual, it's not going to show up as just like a blink, blink, blink. Maybe it could, but I don't know. Yes, that's right.
Let's be honest. There can be orbs out there. I believe they are real orbs.
Yeah,
but
there can be.
But there's too much other stuff it could be that we can say.
Way too much other stuff. Yeah, that's one of those things that's almost impossible to debunk. So that's one of those things that we tend to just throw out.
Yeah.
That's.
we talk about Ghost Adventures. They do it all the time. So.
All the time.
Non-stop orbs.
Wah, wah. Give me something.
The example at Brushy, now that we're going back to Brushy this weekend, the last time we went to Brushy Mountain, we were in a location called Supermax, and it was where they house the worst of the worst prisoners. When we went in there, we had, what was it, a rock or a stone? It was like a decent sized stone.
It was like a rock.
Yeah, it was a decent
substantial size.
Propping a door open, and it was a heavy door. And
it had stayed open for 45 minutes to an hour.
Yeah, it was quite a long time. And we were just talking and asking it to do something, or asking somebody to give us a sign that they're here. We had to use some like flashlight communication and stuff like that. And there was communication happening. And when we had asked for some type of sound or some type of noise in order to give confirmation that what we're talking to is intelligent, we heard a huge bang. And we actually have video of this, which was super cool at the time. Huge loud noise. And it caught me off guard. And I was like, something has came in this building. Like whatever it was such a loud noise. And we had went downstairs to go and check it out. And we had thought it was the door, go down there, and the door was shut. And so I think that's the good thing about our team is that we had tried to debunk that. Was it the wind? Could there have been something to move this rock from the door to make this happen? I that's what I really appreciate about our team, and especially Audra, so all of us came together to try to make sense of what just happened. But the crazy thing is it happened twice on command. On command. And it was just the most insane. It's still one of the most insane things I've ever seen. Audra has actually witnessed it with her eyes closing the second time.
Yeah. So that's when we called it we have something we call a no moment, right? Yeah. like long story, we can explain it to you if you ever have us on it, or if you have to stop on tonight, whatever. But the no moment is when something very substantial is happening to you, and you're like, no. That was Audra's no moment. That blew her mind.
To try and make sense of something or try to debunk it, and you physically cannot, and it's just one of the things that makes you want to go back. So, I mean,
to make, because anything we put out there is paranormal. We don't ever want anybody to think we're faking it or that we're just stupid and we don't understand that, the door College Hill. Yeah.
That was the no moment.
Like a smartwatch can set some equipment off, and so, it's we don't put anything out that's not substantial enough to put out, and if we don't understand it, we'll still put it out and say, hey, it's open for discussion. What do you guys think? Yeah, we're very careful about that. Listen, Ryan, get this. We were at College Hill and we were like, okay, we're gonna have fun because we had College Hill for 2 nights. This is just a few months ago, and we were staying at Dr. Conley's house, so we were within walking distance of the hospital. And so we had it for 2 whole days. And there were no day tours, so, we had it. And so we decided we're going to have fun because we've got so much time. And we all have experiments we want to try, but there's a large amount of time in 2 days. So we start playing hide and seek. And there was 2 people. Bailey was it, and then there's somebody else. Danny Ray was filming him. And so we all scattered and we all hid. And Jay hid very high up on something, very, very high. I'm not going to say what, but he hid very high up, and that was funny. But then we all had walkie-talkies. And, the walkies are working. And we hear, shh, can somebody please let us out of the stairwell? And we're like, what? You hear Bailey saying, we're stuck in the stairwell. We're like, are you for real? I'm sitting there going, you don't understand. I'm highly competitive. I ain't going nowhere. I'm not leaving my spot. No, sir. Audra ended up, because as he was going through finding people, he would collect them and he had to take them with him. So there were, I think, Candida and Jennifer he had found. Yeah, so there were 2 that he found. Audra had to give up her spot, and then they had to come find the rest of us. But it was funny. I mean, this is our team. They walked into the stairwell, and the door shut behind them, and it locked them in a stairwell. And they were supposed to be looking for people. It was funny. Sorry, that was just way off base, but that was a good memory. It was so funny. Oh, Jay did get stuck. Listen, this man, I don't think I think he's part spider monkey. Okay, because he like parkour, like not even parkour. He was just like, he scaled the wall. And he was just up on the top, way up top to where there was no way anybody's going to find him.
What was it? What was it he said to Bailey? As above, so below.
Jay kept coming on the walkie and he'd be like, as above, so below. As above, so below. And his shoes gave him away. His damn shoes. You hear me? Because they were white. And so we all had these UV lights for flashlights so they don't blind you, and they're little lights. Well, somebody put their flashlight up there and oh, come on. They like glow like the sun, It was so funny. Oh, but that's what it's like investigating with us. We laugh. We are so stupid. We are really silly.
So you have to have fun. Has there ever been one like instance or place that kind of like question yourself, like, why am I doing this? Or like, uh-oh moment?
Like, do you mean like, I don't know.
I mean, for like 10 seconds, like, oh man, what am I doing? Type
like,
thing.
what the hell have I got myself into?
Yeah.
I do that every day. Every day I wake up, I'm like, damn, what have I done?
Monday through Friday, every day I go to work. That's exactly what I do. What have I gotten myself into?
Oh, no, I mean, what about you? What about you, Haley? Take this one.
I mean, I'm trying to think of, I just had a like unique experience at rugby. It wasn't necessarily what did I get myself into, but I will say this, it was by far the most jump scare realization that I've ever had in my 2 to 3 years of doing this. We were at rugby this past early September. And do you remember what house we were in when it happened? Yeah, the Kingston Lyle house. And we were kind of spread out. It's a pretty small house, but there was Erin was in the main room, and then it was me, Dee, and Jennifer in another room, but we were kind of spread out as much as we could. And then Audra was in front of me in the dining room, and we were in the bedroom. And obviously we had all the lights out and everything, and Erin was in Estes, and we were asking questions or trying to initiate a conversation, and we had gotten some pretty intelligent answers. It was going well. And as Estes was going on, we started seeing shadows making its way through the walls and stuff, and just things here and there that I was trying to make sense of with my eyes. Am I seeing things? Am I not? So in my head, when I see stuff like that, I kind of just keep it to myself to see if anyone around me notices, because I don't want to be the first one to say, did you see that? I want confirmation. But this was an exception. So Audra was facing me, and I was looking at her, and I kept seeing things go behind her, but I said, okay, maybe it's just my eyes. I'm not going to say anything. And as I was looking at her, a figure right next to her hip, and I don't know if you've ever seen, Ryan, like something really distinct, whether it's a shadow figure, and it's, for me, completely black, no space whatsoever, and you could tell shape in it. Yeah. And it was right by her hip, and it almost like came out from under her like peekaboo and went back behind her, and it scared the poop out of me. I was not expecting it in the slightest. It was one of those things where it just caught me so off guard that it was almost like somebody, like I thought it was somebody behind her, like a human. And it got me so worked up that I just had to exit the house real quick and catch my breath, because it was the most distinct apparition or shadow figure that I have ever seen in my 2 to 3 years of doing this. And I tried to make sense of it, and I just couldn't. And it was one of those things where it was like, oh man, and now I want to go back and do it again.
I never shook up like that. Dee had to take her outside.
Yeah, I did. But I tell you what, that Haley has got more guts than 50 grown men, because she sat outside. She was shaking. She said, I can't believe this. I can't believe this. I can't believe this. And then she took her fist and hit herself in the legs and said, nope, going back in. Jumps up. And I said, I guess we're going back in. And I'm behind her. And she marched right back in there. And she was like, I'm here. She was just like, do it again. I was like,
Yeah.
okay, girl.
Yeah, in those moments, I mean, I want to be able to face my fears, because this is what we're doing. I mean, we all have some level of something that we're afraid of, or something that might catch us off guard. But the whole reason why I'm doing this is because it is, to some extent, a fear for me. I don't enjoy being in the dark at 3 a.m. in these locations, but I'm trying to get answers. So it's one of those things that makes me want to do more.
Yeah.
It does make sense, like, because we do it all the time, and it is part of facing fears. I mean,
It is.
yeah, we're here to get answers, but as a personal thing, like, you want to overcome your fear also. So, I mean, I do all the time. I like doing solos. I love going out by myself in dark basements, whatever. And I always try to go without a flashlight.
Mm-hmm.
And there's some rooms, I mean, you're investigators, you walk by and like, oh, I don't know about that room. Like, it just feels bad.
Yeah.
But sometimes you gotta close your eyes for a second and just walk in there to face that fear.
Mm-hmm.
And you feel good once you don't feel good once you're in there, but you feel better about yourself that you did it. Like, you faced your fear of going in.
Right.
And again, you might poop yourself. I mean, it happens. I mean, your story sounds like, I picture like a kid behind their mom that's like, nervous with people around, like peeking around.
Yeah.
That's
Very,
exactly.
It was very playful energy. Yeah. I mean, what was his name again? I'm going to mispronounce it. Hiram. Yeah. Mm-hmm. There was a story of him in rugby. I think he was 12 or 13 when he passed, but it was from a hunting accident where he got shot in the chest and had passed on the property. But there's a ton of stories about him and how he goes to different houses and makes himself known, and very playful. And I think that's what he was trying to do. It was just one of those moments where I wasn't expecting him. And I had told myself, like, when Dee was with me, and I was like, I kind of feel bad because I screamed and it just caught me off guard. And I was like, I think I scared him by doing that. So I'm like, let me come in and tell him that I didn't mean to scare him.
She was like, I'm sorry, I didn't mean to scare you. It was so sweet. It was a very sweet moment.
But that's what
kids are really disarming. I mean, when you see a child spirit, that's really scary.
It is.
I think seeing a child spirit is scarier than being in the room with like a demon. I really do. It's terrifying because children, it just goes against everything I believe,
Yeah.
that the child would be here.
That made me question things too, because I'm kind of the opinion. I mean, I'm open to all things and all perspectives. But when it comes to children and the afterlife, I know there's been several mixed beliefs upon that. Do children exist in the afterlife? Are they different from adults in that kind of mind of thinking? So that's interesting to me a little bit.
Yeah, it's kind of scary.
A lot of people think that, you see a children's spirit, it's a demon portraying itself as a child to get you comfortable around, to open yourself up. I mean, it's possible, but I don't really believe in all that.
Yeah.
I wonder if there's a theory that I've been batting around for years, and I'm trying to get confirmation of it, but I wonder if spirits can present themselves. Say they died at 85 years old. If their happiest memory was when they were 8,
right,
and that's when they were, they felt the best or whatever, for whatever reason, when they're in their spirit form, is that how they present themselves? Are you able to present yourself during your happiest time? or are you running around pretending to be a kid?
Yeah.
Or because, when you're a spirit, time has no construct. So can you bounce from being a child to being an older person to being in your 20s? That's something that I really want to find out with spirits is, are they stuck in the form? There was a TV show years ago and a girl died and she was mad and she was like, these are the clothes I died in. It's like, do you stay in the clothes that you died in? Or are you able to, I don't know. It's kind of interesting. Can you go back to your happiest time?
I don't know. There's that thing they say about like psychiatric hospitals, because a lot of them have like childlike memories. So they believe they're a child, even though they're 50, 60. Same with dementia patients.
Right.
If that's what they portray themselves as when they die, is that what they portray themselves when they're a spirit? Will we ever know? I mean, no, but
no.
I mean, it's
someday,
possible.
Maybe when we're on the other side.
Yeah, maybe, but I'll come back and tell you. But I mean,
right. Okay, deal.
That's like at the Euroshrine, Michelle has all those children's books where she reads those books to the kids. And she gets a lot of activity and a lot of interaction from reading children's books.
But it just got me thinking, I don't know, because I just have a hard time thinking that if a child passes away that they're stuck. I don't know. I mean, I could be so wrong about that, but that's one of those answers that I would like to have.
Bailey, we're going to talk about the shaking technique.
What?
No, Bailey, we're not. No, Bailey, we are not. No.
I'm interested.
We'll talk about this later because I don't know what he's referring to, but I don't know if I want to know.
Haley will tell you later.
Yeah, you do. And you do too. Everybody knows that in the
it's not even PG. It's not even PG-13. We're not even allowed to say that on the internet.
But you know what he's talking about. It is the four corners, okay?
No,
Haley. Shame on you.
Bailey, you're grounded. You're grounded, Bailey. You're grounded. Go to bed.
Oh God bless. That was funny.
I just never heard of it, so I'm guessing I'm not going to hear about it. So
no,
we'll tell you. We'll let Erin tell you when we're not on air.
Okay.
Oh my God.
Bailey's grounded. I don't know how else to tell him, but he's grounded.
Yeah, this is us. Brian, welcome to our nut house. This is how we always are.
No, that's good. I mean, it's what it's supposed to be about.
Yeah.
You can still be respectful and have fun.
That's right. That's exactly right.
Some generic questions, because it's always fun to ask. What is your go-to piece of equipment for each of you?
So I love, my two favorite things is I love a Phasma box. I love that. And I love a tripwire. I just like it. I just enjoy that. It's probably because of the, tripwire has all the colors and I'm kind of flighty and off the chain anyway. So I see colors and I'm like, oh, look, a rainbow. And it just lights up and it entertains me. But I love those two things. Then there's, the magic boxes.
The magic
boxes that we can't at 3:00 in the morning when you can't remember the name of a piece of equipment.
You can't remember the name of a tool. It's a magic box.
And so you just call them the magic box.
That's right.
So yeah. So that's my favorite. I like the Phasma box. I like the tripwire. I do like Audra's new piece of equipment, the Hydra.
That's so cool.
Oh, I love that one. That one's a very cool piece of equipment.
Good one.
That's my favorites. That's my go-tos.
Yeah.
Haley, you got anything?
Mine was a tripwire. To bounce off Dee, I enjoy watching that go off, especially watching the different colors go off based on EMF activity. But But yeah, we had some really good activity at rugby with the tripwire. So that was and especially like intelligent responses too.
Yeah.
That was
At
cool.
the Uppington House.
Yeah.
Now, Haley, have you had you ever used a tripwire before Fairfield? Because that's what we were using to race kids up there at Fairfield.
Yeah, that was the first time I saw a tripwire in action was at Fairfield, and it was when we were upstairs in the they call it something
It was like a little schoolhouse side to it there, yeah.
And we thought we were communicating with children's spirits. And we had actually done a race with the investigators in the room, and we put a REM pod at the start of the tripwire, and we would count down from say like 3, 2, 1. And as we were counting down, the REM pod started going off. And then after 1, you would see this strip of color go off on the tripwire. That was my first time seeing it, and I've loved it ever since.
Yeah, when her face started lighting up because she loved that, that's when me and Audra said we're adopting Haley. We immediately call Erin. We're like, hey, guess what? We just adopted someone.
Someone new.
You haven't got rid of me since.
Yeah.
Oh, it was a dungeon. Yeah, thank you, Audra.
Yeah.
Erin, what's yours?
I don't know. I mean, myself. That's my favorite tool because when the hair starts standing up on end and you get the shivers and the chills and your bones get cold and I don't know. It's a very good feeling, I suppose. It is actually. It's kind of the coolest feelings you can ever have. I know that sounds weird, but and then I don't know. It's kind of a toss-up between Maglite.
Yeah.
I love the Maglite, and it's so easy for them to give you responses because you can have like 2 different Maglites. One for yes, one for no, or you can do all sorts of different things with it. I think those are mine. That and Bailey said a digital recorder, and I have to admit, hearing them speak on a recorder is highly impressive. It's mind-bending because you were right there recording. You didn't hear it.
Right.
You're audibly with your own ear. And so the fact that it's recorded, that's really cool. That's really special.
So Tennessee-wise, what's the best place? If I'm going to go down to Tennessee, where do I have to go? One place.
Well, I mean, we're going to say the Euro Shrine because we're the ambassadors for the Euro Shrine, but there's so many places here. Seriously, I would say the Euro Shrine because it's one of a kind. Your first experience there is guaranteed to be a mind-bending experience.
Yeah, one of the most unique locations.
Yeah, Brushy Mountain, right? Brushy Mountain is a must. Brushy Mountain is a staple of Tennessee, so it's a must.
Scott County,
yeah, Scott County Jail. I do too. It's small but mighty. It's one of those that really packs a punch. It's really impressive. And then South Pittsburgh Hospital is another good. That for me was my playground for years. Do you guys think of any others around here?
It was my first time going to rugby this past September.
Damn, I keep forgetting rugby.
There's a lot of locations in Tennessee. But I really liked rugby aside from the paranormal. It's such a cute town. So inclusive, so friendly, so welcome to outsiders. But especially in the fall, you got all the trees and they're turning leaves. And they actually have Irish road bowling too that they host where town members can join in and then people who are visiting can join in.
It's cool because as soon as you cross into Rugby, it's a village. It's not even, it's an unincorporated village. It's just the most beautiful place I've ever been. I just love the place. But when I die, I'm going to haunt this place. That's going to be my home. Every home is going to be my home because I'm going to haunt all the homes in the area because they're all so historic. I would say Euro Shrine in Bristol, South Pittsburgh, Brushy Mountain, and Rugby. are the top ones that you can go to.
Yeah.
Bucket list place. I always ask every group. One place, anywhere in the world.
Dang.
I would love to go to the Winchester House. I feel like that's kind of like a basic, like everybody knows about it, but I live in West Virginia and that's in California. So like it would be a nice place to go to, or I would say Viscera.
Oh yeah?
Yeah.
That's cool. I didn't realize that you wanted to go that much to Viscera.
Yeah, I mean it's a really interesting location. I think it would probably be my second location I want to go to. I think it's a little bit burnout. I think a lot of people know about it, and I think it's gotten a lot of use here recently. But I find it interesting.
That's pretty cool. I like that. What about you, Dee?
I would go to any castle in Scotland, and you all can just leave me there, and I ship my dog over. Yeah, just ship my dog to me, and just leave me in Scotland, and I'll find my Jamie Fraser, and I'll be fine. Don't worry about it.
That deal.
And I will ghost hunt for the rest of my life in castles.
Yeah.
I love it.
That'd be cool.
That would be cool.
I'd like to go to Dracula's castle. What is that called? Transylvania? Is that
Transylvania? That would be cool.
That one or Alcatraz.
Oh, yeah.
That would be cool.
Yeah.
Alcatraz would be cool.
That would be a good one.
In there. Like I would just go in there alone for 24 hours and just be, you'd find me in a corner somewhere shaking and crying by the end of the night, I'm sure. But I mean, that'd be cool.
Yeah,
What about
Lee
you,
Castle? Lee Castle is always one of my favorites I want to go to in Ireland.
Mm-hmm.
But I think it was Southern Ohio, one of them. And it always amazed me. They said the Vatican.
You know what?
Ooh.
I've never thought about the Vatican. That's a great idea.
That would be interesting. Yeah.
That would be so cool. Do you know how many secrets are held at the Vatican?
I would like to get in the archives of the Vatican.
Yeah.
I just want to yeah.
That'd be cool.
Yeah.
That'd be so cool.
Yeah. I mean, I'd never really thought about the Vatican before until Travis said it. I'm like, yeah, why not? I mean, talking about history.
Yeah, that'd be so cool.
And kept secrets. I mean,
so many secrets, right?
Yeah.
And would the dead tell any of them?
I don't know.
Would they? They might. That'd be kind of cool.
Well,
could you imagine being dead and being able to rat people out? I wonder if they get in trouble for that kind of thing. Like, it wasn't Lizzie Borden who did it. It was her sister and her uncle. You know what I mean? Yeah. What if? Just what if?
Yeah. I'll tell y'all, when I die, though, I'm going to be like a cat. I've got a list of people that I want revenge on, and I'm just going to go to their house and be like a cat and knock everything off all their counters. That's just what I'm going to do. I'm going to spend a whole week just knocking stuff over. That's just my plan. That's just my plan. That's just it.
Listen, if you pass away before me and shit starts falling off, I'm going to be like, Dee, dang it. Knock it off. Pick up a broom. Do something productive.
I'll just knock Danny's stuff over. Don't worry. It'll just be Danny's.
Deal. Oh.
All right. So that's about all the questions I have. I mean, what's your socials? Everybody can follow you on. Let's get some shout outs here.
Yeah.
Facebook.
I thought you were asking for our social security numbers. What?
Oh, that's already out there in the comments. Don't worry.
This is the weirdest interview I've ever had. Haley disconnected.
Haley disconnected. She's like, no social security number for me.
I swear to you. I thought that.
Social media.
Oh my God. It's been such a long day. Oh my God. Yes. So Facebook, Instagram, TikTok, YouTube, it's all under Tennessee Shadow Chasers.
Yeah.
I guess we lost Haley.
No
social for you, Ryan. She's not giving up. She's not giving up that social security number, buddy.
Something just, I'm sorry, guys. I don't know what just happened. I laughed and then my screen went black.
You pulled a me and touched a button, didn't you? You touched a button.
What happened?
Touched a
Sorry,
button.
sorry. Continue with our regular program.
Oh god, that was good. That was good. I was telling them where our social media is, not our social security numbers. You totally over there. Just yeah.
No, I mean, so follow Tennessee Shadow Chasers on all media.
Yes.
Again, I watched a lot of your videos. I try to get through most of them, but there's a lot of groups out there. So
Yeah.
again, I'll look you up if I ever come down. Then if you want to come up to Ohio sometime, do Madison, let me know.
Yeah.
There's some decent places on the way up too. I mean, obviously.
Deal. So if we come up there, we're gonna holler at you, and vice versa. You holler at us when you come down here.
Yeah.
Yeah, hopefully next spring I'll give you a holler and we'll
Yeah.
get down there. Then that's about it. If you guys have anything big news coming up or anything that's coming up, or I don't know what I say, like something happens, like you want to talk about, reach out to me, come back on the show.
Deal. Yeah.
Always welcome. Every guest that comes on is always welcome back. I mean, if Audra wants to come on sometime.
Yeah. Oh, we will. The Southern Ohio Paranormal, the Broadwell Funeral Home. Deal.
That's supposed to be good, real good. I've been trying to get down there. I haven't had a chance. They run that down there, so
that's good.
Hopefully I get down there soon. But again, thanks for coming on. Thanks for letting me
Thank
learn
you
about
for having us.
Tennessee and what it has to offer.
Yes.
Hour 27 minutes in. Try to cut off an hour. Never happens once. So keep having fun. I mean, that's all it's about. And
that's right.
You know, all that stay spooky crap that everybody says and all that fun stuff. But
yeah.
Again, I hate ending shows. We're just going to end it. Thanks again. Follow them on all social media. You don't need their social security numbers. Have a good one.
Thank you.
Ryan. Bye.
Thank you.
Bye.